does.
That first map was
Let's
very
go,
strong.
Koi.
This could be
Oh no, be come on, Koi. Although that sounds a bit sus.
Other times, I think we've seen a 13-3, 13-3 at one stage.
Ryan, do you want to come on, Koi?
Up there for that accolade just yet, but it depends.
I mean, I'm already banned from all ponds because of something similar, but yeah.
Ready to respond.
Sorry, what?
Well.
Yes, Koi! Come on.
Caught in a bit of a Venus flytrap, and Koi starts strong.
That was a gorgeous round out of Koi. I'm trying to think back what Fnatic's attacking pistols have looked like on this map because they seemed completely prepared for what Fnatic were trying to do.
I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw a Viper Harbor comp on Breeze nowadays. I think that will be the go-to. Now that teams have proven it can be run on other maps, on that map it makes the most sense because it's so fucking big.
Depends how much they change up Breeze, really, because it could be pretty extensive.
I hope so. I fucking despise that map.
Yeah, it's just not fun. It's a little
That's
bit
my
funner
least
now.
favorite map to play.
Like, even just with the addition of Harbor being funner now.
That's what the break was for.
I think what I didn't like about it, but I don't like solo Viper controller maps, really.
It's a great start there from Koi. Sort of popping out of their smoke down bottom mid and catching that kill.
That's because I'm like
Viper
an
Harbor
older
is a
player.
Breeze. Hey. Come on, Koi.
I also think the people that say that like this Viper Harbor meta is worse than the Chamber one are actually insane.
I think people just forget. I think that's what it is. It's that they're now sick of the new thing, so they forget how shit the old thing was. It's like, I didn't like the Astra meta either. I didn't like that it had to be basically on every single map. I didn't like the Chamber meta. That wasn't fun. At the time, I didn't like the Jet meta, because it wasn't fun. But the worst one was definitely the Chamber meta, because it had to be played on every fucking map.
Yeah, and even then, like, the Viper Harbor isn't every map, so I don't understand why people are so, like, against it.
Yeah, and also, you can play against it. Like, that's the thing. It's like, I feel like if you didn't run a chamber in the chamber meta, you were trolling.
Yeah. And a lot of the other agents that you played were to counter it or to augment it more.
Whereas, like, for example, Fnatic were the best Icebox team in the world. They didn't run Harbor once. Didn't need to. So it's not...
I mean, he's playing a pretty good spot. Smoke comes on through, and that's the concern now. Playing it at close range, but
I mean, this is the best meta we've had in the pro scene.
Nowadays, Jet is fine. Like, I think it's still strong, but that's okay. But, like, fucking Jet in the past was busted as fuck.
So Durka has to find something with the Spectre peeking towards CT, but he will not, and now that rifle very unlikely to actually be recovered. So
I mean, you think of old Jet, you think of old like Silver. Because old Silver was broken, old Raze was the worst.
I would love to
grenades.
put old Jet in this game. Like, I mean the original fucking Jet in this game for a week and watch everybody have a fucking mental breakdown. Like,
what, 3 smokes?
3 smokes, fucking insta-dash, and right-click regen ult. You think about that now. Think about how stupid the right-click regen of the knives is. That was absurdly fucking overpowered. I like the new dash. Yeah, I think it's good. It's balanced. People do it with Kill the Asian. Didn't even come close. Just made it more. You had to be clever with it, and I like that.
Fnatic did well back on Lotus those first couple of rounds. Then we saw a little bit of competition coming out from Koi. 4-2 we were sat at after 6 rounds. So Fnatic want to repeat. 4 rounds on the bounce. We can accept nothing less.
A lot of continued mid-presence from
yeah,
Fnatic.
just spamming through smokes. It's not fun. Like, I don't mind, and like in Pacific, it's still not great, but at least you see some varying compositions. Like DRX's comp's quite fun. It's more like take heavy, but they're still just like going B most of the time. I liked seeing the Gecko attempts, and I also like the executions onto A sites where you have all the stuff to clear out the little cubby, but ultimately it's still just a B site simulator most of the time. Yeah, maybe 80-85, but I still it's not like Sova's taking a hit. It's just that people can't do shock dart lineup, so average Jonas is a little bit sad.
They're a team that are very happy to use the full round timer.
I don't think Shock does really need a change, if I'm being brutally honest. I think it's just that for content, people want it to change. I think as a balance for the actual agent, it's fine.
Knife just came back off of cooldown as they send the drone in towards A main.
Yeah, but Loaf, if you take away Chambers' trip, then he's just a duelist. Like, that's their only sort of thing that can say he's a Sentinel.
Ooh, that's a good flash. That's a really good flash from Trex.
I think it did blind the shit out of his teammates.
Yeah, but
it saved him.
It out. They were already flashed from the paranoia, so why not?
They got no time.
What round is done and dusted, but there's 10 seconds left on the clock.
Guys? Fnatic, I mean, Durka tried to flash in off his teammate. I think there was a counter flash that shuts
One
it
of the
down.
strongest parts is
Then
YouTube
he dies
destruction.
in market.
Yeah,
They
it's
have
strong.
to kill the Killjoy.
Yeah. But I also really like the changes that they had about like universally changing all of the HP on different bits of utility. That more stuff breaks it.
Sell a fake over towards A with just the drone coming in, then exploding into market, maybe catching a player trying to rotate
I think the change that I like the least still is the KO flash one. I understand why they did it, but it's like the problem that I have is that people are going to complain about Viper Harbor being way too strong when it's not as strong as people make it out to be. And then it's just going to get Viper and Harbor nerfed individually, and they're just going to be even more shit to play in Valorant. Like,
The thing is, I don't think they'll nerf it just because in fucking ranked it won't be that high on the stats. I think they look at the stats quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I don't think that Harbor's going to be high up on like play and rank, so I don't think they'll nerf it. Viper maybe. They keep nerfing Viper.
Yeah. It's Viper's the same as like what Jet was. It's like because there's not really that much competition to what she does. She could be really shit, but she'd still be played. Because what she does, nobody else can really do, other than Harbor. But even then, Viper still has that advantage of being able to just do it at any point.
There's a paranoia.
Oh, okay. That didn't work.
But Durka just can't win it. Again, Wolfen
Yeah, KO's tragic in ranked. No, it's not horrible, but it's just not fun to play.
They broke after this round as Koi have just charged their way through. They're sat in a 4
there ain't no way. There ain't no way.
Good
that was a pretty good retake from Koi, yeah?
4-0 for Koi to start things off.
I don't know if I'd call it a retake just because it was a 5v3.
Yeah, I mean, the spike was planted and they rushed the site.
Very surprising. They of course lost Alfia right off the
rip. Purse plant, then. I guess I just like, if I'm looking at an attacking team, it's like the purse plant. If it's a defensive team, it's the retake.
Everyone gets scrambled on the side of Fnatic, so
I don't know if Killjoy needs a nerf. I think it's more so, like, let's be real, they're about to bring out another Sentinel at some point, so either they will nerf Killjoy a bit, or that Sentinel's going to be buff. It's just like Chambers' brother. He has 2 orbs.
The team really is crumbling. Maybe after this round, maybe even round 6.
It has been a nice adjustment to see how people play around the lockdown now that there's less to break it.
They have held really well against the Fnatic aggression. Admittedly, it's been limited aggression for a small part of the map.
Okay. Okay. There you go, Wolfen. He's feeling it. That Bulgarian fire.
If for a recon dart onto the A side, complimented through one from B that went onto the A side.
Chamber, but not French. When he uses his TP, he actually goes forward rather than back.
Maybe hear them running up cat, these types of ideas. Okay, Alfier just looking for all the spam spots. Doesn't matter what map. It's a journey.
Fucking Boston leapfrogging from side to side.
TP'd through different fucking smokes. I like it.
Instead going for the wall bangs, neither finding each other.
He is the Bulgarian player.
It's giving away where Wolfen is.
In towards the site goes both of them.
Oh my god, Wolfen's still alive.
Oh,
He's gonna ace.
Hey, shock dart kill. It was worth it. Lost the round, but got shock dart kill.
Respect to them. These early fights have
Wolfen is duelist. Yeah, if it's a jet op map.
If it's
Wolfen
jet,
is an opper.
It's shocking because you see
but
the.
if they need a raise,
I think he's just a jet main. I don't think it matters about anything else.
Well, he was mostly like opping on chamber and stuff. That's what he was good at.
Lose on time, and now Koi just sort of ping pong, push out B, push out A. Both sides of the map they're winning.
It's hard to know. I didn't realize it was the first time he played Raze last week combined ever. I thought he'd played Raze at least a couple of times for Koi before, like in the VCLs and stuff, but no, it's the first time he ever played the agent.
We'll get that one checked in case it wasn't Koi, but I'd be surprised if it was, given how well they've been going so far. Instead of thinking
Staxos in the zone.
For the side of Fnatic to have this conversation will be most important. And hopefully at this point,
he has 6 different guns. Yeah, it's just like if you get the right button, you can just spawn a fucking Odin in an eco round.
I mean,
oh, it does say that you're gonna summon Mick.
Generally, especially like after you have been winning, it seems to me that the coach has a good read coming on in here. And I believe we have I may have just heard that both
in Project A abilities don't kill.
Timeout followed up by a Fnatic timeout immediately after this. So a lot of time to discuss things. But basically, when a team like Koi calls it in this type of situation, I think you almost have to have a hard read or something that has been happening every round from Fnatic that you're trying to call out for your team and look for an angle to punish.
That's so bizarre. Like, we saw the logos go up and I thought, oh, surely we got this wrong. Only Fnatic when
it's to place down a machine gun. Yeah, you just fucking pull it out of his backpack.
And yeah, Fnatic I think sorely need this time. Probably the wondering also of if things start going south further into the map, there are no available timeouts to play with.
I'm trying to think about what just happened in the last round, because the initial aggression I thought was stalled, and then I think it was just Wolfen that just swung out from behind a one-way, just didn't really care, had some supportive utility. Koi have been doing a really good job of just setting up those fights Wolfen's taking with utility.
They should make Chambers Sheriff cost 100 again.
Just lost
yeah, they can, dude. To be honest, I just fucking just delete it. Just delete it. Or put it in Duelist.
By the KO on the opposite side, so
release 2 Sentinels. Fuck it. Like I just think it's such a cheeks agent. Like it feels like he was just not meant for this game. Like it's just like he doesn't really have anything interesting. I just don't. I find the agent so fucking boring. Like at least the agents that are bad in another sense have like some cool movement or cool ult or something, or even just a cool aesthetic.
Yeah.
I just find him boring.
Keep an eye on where is he actually going? Because right now he's playing Heaven, but
Chamber, but no Rico Odin. Oh yeah, and detains. Yeah, exactly. Fuck me.
Yeah, but I think it's an element of like, same as Reyna. They're both fun to play, but they're just not fun to watch.
I mean, it's possible he's trying to play really
so I'm quite happy for Chamber to just be in like the Reyna bin of like solo Q agent, not for pro play. And at this point, we can afford having agents be like that. We've got enough options. Like Reyna, it doesn't matter if Reyna is ass in pro play because there's like Jet, Raze, Neon, Yoru in some cases. The problem with Sentinels is we don't really have that. It's like you have Killjoy Cypher, and even then it's almost always Killjoy. So if this new agent is like another potential option, then it's fine if Chamber stays ass forever for pro play.
Looks like it is. The smoke's off mid, so Tree really has to be.
I love when people ping the fucking turret with their fucking Sova drone. It just makes me laugh. Alright, here we go. Do Fnatic finally get around?
Are they going to push this into Tree?
But they're jumping into utility and
being picked up as a result. Alfear just went nuts, only trying to 1-for-1, throwing the spike back.
What? Wolfer got him?
That was through the smoke.
Yeah, this round has been kind of cheeks. They really wanted to fight through that.
I don't think they knew what they wanted to do. Some players went through, some players tried to go up.
Okay, Dark has actually managed to get away with that. I feel like Wolfen went in a little bit sooner than everybody else was ready for.
Scouting ultimate.
Staxos, he's one
Wait, he's got an Odin, and he's not. I feel like he needs to kill Durka.
Brings it down to 2 versus 2.
Okay, never mind. That works.
One more. Boaster trying to bait out the fake TP.
Oh, nice shot, Shados.
Shados with the shutdown, and Koi going up.
It's something about Shados playing Killjoy on this map where he just absolutely pops off. He just doesn't do it anywhere else.
No, he literally did. He did it on Lotus. Their first week where they won, and then they took him off it.
Yeah, but there has been other maps where he's played Killjoy that he's just done nothing. Like the Lotus that we just saw. Okay, that's
I feel like he was always just good at defensive side of Ascent. I don't know if it's necessarily the agent that matters.
Yeah, I guess it's that Sage built in.
That was 2 kills in the round. One was an Odin, one was the earlier kill as well.
Oh, what his Killjoy ACS is like quite far above everything except for Brimstone, but he's only played that once.
There was just shot after shot as Durka.
Oh, Durka go kill round. Oh, they took his fucking blades away. Oh, that's a fucking good Hunter's Fury.
A kill and some damage.
Finds him a kill to at least net things up over the 4 versus 4, but Fnatic here. I was going to say, look, they're flagging a little bit. Not too
Wolfen
sure
is
what to do,
feeling it right now.
Capitalizes on the indecision.
What is this? What is this?
Oh my god, stop running into it! It's a massacre!
What's happening? Yeah, let's go, Fnatic. Let's go.
My god, was that a Molly? I don't know what the subtle flame of the obs there was, but I believe that's what it has to be.
Mitch mom.
Too passive, I thought here, and once it got to a point of Durka charging in and dying, they realized
That's such a
the smokes
dirty
working
angle
against
to be
them and had
playing
slow
from.
things down, which just made sure that on the other side for Koi, 2 players could post upon Heaven. And while you saw exactly what happened next to Coldamenta and Wolfen just mowing them down.
Fnatic seem to have eased up on the mid-aggressive and just trying to work in through sight, but man, Durka unsuccessful. I think there might have been a late knife coming out of Trex that also caught him. So much going down when he was up in outer space, touching the stratosphere. And he looked down for some reason. Now,
Durka is 1 and 7. Yeah, he's having a bit of a rough time. That's the thing. It's attack side jet on Ascent. It's always rough.
They fumbled the bag on round 3 and ended up getting stalled out through mid, where they tried to fake a hit over towards A with some attention, pull a rotate, and then tried to blitz it up.
No global esports watch party. What for Super Week? Are they not doing it?
Shown, though. The dart tag is going to spot out Durka.
He's 20 now. Fucking hell. That was either the worst joke ever, or like
we haven't seen them try to work in through main yet.
You just didn't read what he said.
What day is the Super? So is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday?
No, yeah, Friday, Saturday, yeah, that's it.
Oh, so that's what you meant about not doing a stream on Tuesday, because I was like, there's no games on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Because I know that you're flying to...
Oh,
no, I'm not.
Are you flying on the Wednesday? Or you're doing something on the Tuesday?
Maybe. Wolfen! This has to be his best performance, but...
Critical errors from Fnatic. Looking a bit lost there.
Has there been a Fnatic timeout yet?
Spend rounds chilling in spawn to make sure he can
Minnie's got stuff to do, you know.
A moment to move up towards bench to be a quicker
he had a nap before, and now he's just
smoke there.
He's just going to cut to the coach timeout, and he's just like pulled up with a blanket and a pillow.
Wolfen legitimately might get more kills this map than he has in some other series.
Just not fun at all.
Well, 3 players in those gunfights for Fnatic weren't even looking at the main.
I'm not gonna lie, Fo.
Just showing again a good bit of team play of Koi.
Spelling busy like that. Minnie is bussy. Don't Google that.
Alright, I'm not fun of this. I mean, 8-4 is still doable for Fnatic, that's for sure.
Gamble after gamble until they fall down in numbers.
Okay.
Starzo's gonna get cut down, so yeah. Sunk costs and all that. Koi continue to send it on in, and Fnatic are very thankful.
Go on, Derek. Nice work.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Was that a little bit BM? Was that a little bit BM?
But I'm also not the best duelist in the world.
Wait, finally? Is it happening? Trex in a 1v5?
Finally, it's happening. Okay, there we go. Derek is back.
Yeah, I mean, Koi have been trying to.
Would be funny if Derek was actually just Durka on his off days.
Than most, trying to instantly catch that player up top.
Never seen him.
Have we seen him
play against each other?
Really good paranoia that boasters.
Never seen him in the same server.
100 Thieves Fnatic was at lock-in, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure I've seen the Durka Derek head-to-head. But it was fabricated. There's enough bald people, but I don't think Derek is bald.
No, Derek is not bald. They look nothing alike.
Yeah, it's the bald that's the difference.
Well, it's like a bear would say Durky. But to be honest, I think I prefer it. Yeah, exactly. Durka used to play Sova. It all fits, other than the fact that they look completely different. Other than the most glaring issue.
They have seen the Jet, haven't they?
Well, yeah, Durka and fucking Leo are both homed in on that position, so
played him out.
I'm pretty sure they fucking did the flash smoke over mid. I don't know why they've started pushing mid. They weren't really doing this, and now they've started doing it aggressively, and Fnatic are just like, oh, cool, we can just default again.
Because it was like, Fnatic looked really awkward trying to take mid, because Koi was just sitting back. And I'm quite like, hey, fucking have it.
Here you go. I shall
Sit in our spawn, you just pick a site, and we'll go play retake.
Just using the ultimate here to clear out line. A good play.
How much veto did they use? A lot.
Like this is someone being in a spot that you're not doing a diligent job of clearing.
Oh. Okay, well they know he's here.
It's in a good spot, but they've already ran way past him. Yeah. Now it's Leo just holding, waiting to poke that head out of the smoke.
Shadows is just one off the ultimate. If you were to get a kill, something could be done, but no, that's not going to happen. Fnatic gonna cut down Koi here.
What can Trex do? That's the thing. It does. The only thing that worries me with this is they have won a lot of their rounds with just Wolfen having what looks a bit like a life game. Like other than that, the server is very, very close. So if he doesn't carry this on, I can see them losing this game.
Then you can escape back out through B main, but 2 times now that has not been the case.
Yeah, and you won't see that again. Now Fnatic has said it twice, they won't try it again.
And the only reason they tried it a second time is because they lost the round. They're like, Fnatic would never expect us to do it again, but it doesn't matter. Very reactable on that play if the kill doesn't come in immediately for Wolfen.
Counter spray coming in from the owners. They now try and force their way up through the B main. We noticed it earlier on, we'd only really seen them go via mid. This hadn't really been a play they've done. But now they're burning out the ultimates and making this one happen. Killjoy's going down, they're on the march on through. As of yet, no one going down, but once that Killjoy's in effect, that's when the Fnatic Storm will come in. And here they go, a second or two to
oh, Wolfen's dead again. Okay, let's move on to the next round, guys.
Durka finds the opener. That's been missing for a little while for Fnatic.
Sorry, not winnable anymore.
Now in the retake, Shadows has ultimate, but you have to be able to push up to switch if you're going to lock that one down. Trex also has
another 311 comeback. I don't think they would just try and do that for fun. It would be impressive, though.
Cutting off that angle in towards spawn side as well as the Killjoy comes down in response, as you mentioned. It will force everyone back in towards jail, though.
Yeah, Alfia really wants to fight through this one. The drone never saw him. He almost had that kill right there, but he falls.
Alpha's been a bit whiffy this game, you know? It doesn't happen very often.
They can flip back out and start retaking some of their own side.
It's like he cooled off in the hour break.
Caught in the jailers, then I'll give
Don't worry though, Chronicle's back.
Great opener there, Fnatic sending the ultimates in, but Durka playing off his teammates' utility to find that first one. And even though they got forced back off the Killjoy, in much better positions in the post
that's the thing, if
even
they get the last 4 rounds,
in that main position,
you just know that it's going to go there. What the fuck? He fucking got caught and then still headshotted him. That's so ridiculous. He got stuck on the fucking thing and still got the entry kill.
I think it would have been fine, but maybe the second player behind, that jet that they flashed, wouldn't have been flashed for the entirety of that one.
Yeah, so lose so that we can practice being bad.
This would be lose, honestly.
Yeah, Wolfen wants to updraft.
Oh, do it. Oh, I like the idea. I like the idea.
Alpha does get tagged by it as well.
Dished back more than he got.
Alpha feels off, buys Odin on attack. Right. That's how it's done.
Now a bit split here.
This is the same again.
He got the kill because he whiffed the dash, exactly.
Well, they split across A between mid and A, then
he fucked this dash up. Imagine if the guy on the other side, like, oh, he's fucked this dash, and then you get headshotted.
Just 2 orbs away from the ultimate, so we'll see with Spike and a kill, maybe he can do it.
Doesn't hold spacebar. I think he wanted to make sure that he wouldn't just get shot out of the air, so he wanted to do it quickly.
After working back towards B.
There's only one player here as well. They've put 4 across on A.
Don't need headshots with an Odin.
Running back into sight.
Yeah, especially versus like half armor. Although it seems like a fair few of them are okay, you know what?
Turns around and finds it. A little
he
bit
probably should have got 2 there.
That could have been round done and dusted. However, they still have site control. It's still
Shados.
4 versus 4.
Shados. No hero today. It's Wolfen or nothing. Wolfen is still alive though.
Comes out from Leo, looking for what he can catch, but the jet a little bit too tricky to catch and gets on through.
They have to know that Alpha's here, right?
First.
Do they know? They must
have.
Free. That one's free.
The first.
Oh, he actually swings. Okay.
It's just constant 1-for-1s between the two.
Okay.
Only Leo left here. We know it's a bit of a shock dart god, but a clutch god might be a different story and a bit too big of an ass.
Oh, it might be too much of an ask, he says.
Transfer for 4 rounds in a
Oh, fucking Leo. Never doubt Leo in a clutch. It doesn't matter what's happened the rest of the game. You never fucking doubt Leo in a clutch.
After that first 8-round start.
I mean, that's just wild. Close round. Starzo taking those 2 fights. I mean, did he even stop moving? I don't really know.
I don't think he did.
Those were his last. I think he had 7 bullets when he started that spray.
Out in the 1v2 for the clutch at the very end.
All right, we're going to throw out to Yinsu, who's having a chat with Boaster's mum.
Yeah.
Boaster's mum. Boaster's mum
has got. I'm joined by Boaster's mum. Boaster.
Maybe that's not the appropriate song.
I know you're pretty famous up there. Welcome. I know it's been Boaster's lifelong dream to play on a stage like this. How proud are you to be able to see him in real life?
Yeah, really proud of him. Yeah, I'm loving it being here today. Never been here before, so. Really exciting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I will say though, being a Fnatic fan is kind of stressful. I know you've been through a lot of stress.
Knows how stressed I get, and I usually have to go away,
Here you
go do something else, and then I'll just sort of.
This is the poll that we needed.
Yeah,
the poll we needed all along.
And then think, oh yeah, we're doing all right now. I can look again.
Your girlfriend interviewing your mom.
Fnatic fans,
to be honest, of all the people to interview,
is that how you deal with it though?
As someone who knows her, it's probably going to be way more comfortable for her than normal.
The whole of the game because you know, especially like that.
Fnatic Susan, 6th player. Hey, you can't. Yeah. What about Cammy? You can't do that to Cammy.
That was me as well. I was like that.
I can do that. But all the games and everything, I watch everything and I. You know, interested in all the players.
7th player. There you go. That's acceptable.
Do you have a favorite player besides Boaster?
Oh no, not at all. I like them all
equally.
She doesn't know who any of them are.
Is there anyone that you're excited to see outside?
Do you have any player except for Boaster? No.
There they are. Yeah, Jake's team and Minnie and everything because you know he's been there from the beginning. Yeah, and then just everybody else. You know, I mean, I know the name Scream, of course. And
that's incredible. No, that's more than my mum knows, so yeah, that's incredible.
I do know quite a lot of the names, and I knew a lot of them.
She just starts going, the bald one, the Ryan Gosling one.
Sort of stand, but I don't fully understand the game.
Don't worry. I feel like some players don't either.
See who's dying, who's getting shot.
Yeah, I mean, Boaster's... He dies a lot, so you understand that at least, yeah.
And the score.
Yeah, well,
I'm getting better though.
Thank you so much, Susan, for joining me. Make sure you give Boaster Mum a follow on Twitter as well. And I'm going to pass this back to
She just want to walk off.
Know what's going on,
oh, this is adorable.
Thanks, Yinsu. That was
I love that she goes, yep, I know Boaster and Scream.
To show a classic esports mum interview live. What I love is that Boaster stared at his monitor for the whole thing.
To do Koi choke. Damn, 85% of people think they're going to choke this. I, for one, no, I don't believe.
Falls, and he was such a beast in the first half. They actually let him buy light armor and sent him a...
Not knowing Yumpy is an L.
As well to get in there, but he ends up falling down. It is a trade with Durka. So going to late split back into mid. They've left Trex in B main.
Oh yeah, she just goes, my favorite player is actually Mystic. Fuck you, Fnatic. Just like calls him out on stream.
I think maybe he heard the Omen taking the footsteps. He heard Boaster running off the side.
79% of people think that Koi is going to choke this. Ryan, what do you think?
Just Taylor Swift.
Good chat, Ryan. Appreciate the input. Honestly, I think that's the most knowledgeable, intelligent thing you've ever said. Oh, he's back! He's back! He's not back. He's dead. Oh, Chronicle. Oh, Chronicle. Oh! It's Frenzy. It's Frenzy, you know? Do you ever doubt the Frenzy?
Enough. 5 seconds. I mean, he can't run to A anymore. There we go.
You should have. You should have doubted the Frenzy. What if Ryan voted in the poll? Well, I can't tell, can I?
So
he might have done.
Number 1 versus 10 in the standings. Fnatic crush on Lotus. And Koi go up 0.
It's just so crispy.
But now that's
how the fuck does he hit a headshot while the door's closing? There's like this tiny little point.
is just tracking through smoke there when his teammate dies in order to get the trade. Some of the trades they are finding.
I doubt the frenzy on Koi. It's like, to be fair, Trex is pretty good with the fucking frenzy.
It's what I'll give, and you've touched on it there. You look at the previous round we were in at the end of the last half. 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 the whole way through until it comes down to this 1v1 at the very, very end of things.
So like you're trading up. I trade up from a grain of sand to a mansion. Just trades all over the place. Alpha.
Okay, Alpha's back. Alpha's back.
Peek here and sees it. A narrow angle working against
that one was a warning shot.
Still walks away on full HP.
And this is the problem. It's just like if Wolfen's not popping,
oh, not.
I gotta.
they ain't looked as good.
Trained on Wolfen every single attacking round. He was so good on defense. If Koi were to come away with an upset, he needs to continue that. And also, like, the flashes, like, Trex was doing a lot of left kick flashes from high up to set him up for peaks
The
through
name
smoke
they're
and
playing
whatnot.
under.
So
Sure.
Appreciate, as opposed to KO was just right-click it, being through a smoke and saying they're flashes for no duration, and then, I don't know, I'm old. But that being said, I like Trex's flashes.
Some built-in trauma there that's coming out of the broadcast, I think.
Look, I heard Lil Dark
Just getting spammed through the fucking smoke.
Now I get to go through all my grudges. What do we have?
30 seconds left.
Smoke players taking first contact and dying. We saw that once for Poster. It's been better since.
Initiators not using the flash.
Yeah, or again,
duelists
doing lazy right-click flashes. Let's learn some lineups. I've liked it so far. As you can see, Wolfen.
I've always wondered what is the trigger in the Elder Flame.
Had a very poor starting.
We don't talk about it, Omar.
Again, like sometimes
we don't talk about it. If you don't think about it, it doesn't. It's not going to bother you, all right?
And he wasn't finding it. I remember sort of.
Let's just forget
that Wolfen was tracking on and killing Durkee.
Wipe our minds.
Paranoid and whatnot. So. I'll have to turn, especially once an operator gets in Durka's hands. No surprise that he can sort of spin it around on a dime here.
Real difficulty, I think.
Oh dear.
Like that.
Oh dear. That's not the start we were looking for now, was it? Wait, is he still going? Okay.
Remember when it was 8-0, Durka got the kill on the guy Heaven and then unloaded his entire clip into the body?
Yep.
So, did you guys, you remember when this was 8-0? You remember that? That was a good time for Koi, wasn't it?
Somewhere in round 9 that has clearly carried them the
that was a
whole
good
way
time,
through,
wasn't it?
It
was a good time.
On course potentially, I was about to say on course potentially a second round here, and they are not stopping. Finally, they get one back on the other side.
Sure, it wasn't a dream. Do you know what? It might have been. It was only just a dream.
I respect.
Getting for the gun.
Can he just run to B and get the orb there? Literally, that's probably his best play.
Oh, imagine if I did predictions on this one and you'd watch all the people who like bet on Koi slowly just cry.
So this actually is a swing.
Because for a moment, for a decent moment, we believed. We believed in Wolfen's supremacy. We believed that Coldamenta was going to lead this team to victory, at least on Ascent. Yes, we, Orions, we believed.
I don't think so. That would be
and then they lost 7 rounds in a row.
I would probably be upset if my Jet was taking that orb after getting a kill and not just falling back. Speaking of pet peeves, overextending after you get a numbers advantage.
The 8% who bet for Koi, yep.
No one on that looks to be wanting to play that game right now. Why would you? Things are
shut the fuck up, Koi fan.
And this round will be done. Up to 8 and 7. One more to go until things are drawn.
COD IGL? Yeah.
Which feels crazy to say.
I'd hope so, otherwise, but I don't know what else he's doing there, I'll be honest with you.
Probably even crazy that things
I don't think he's in there for his fragging ability. He's there for his mind.
The other thing, too, is because of the way these teams view the economy, I do believe Koi more often than not are upgrading into full armor. Like,
I don't think there's many cases where you see an 8-7 scoreline, you go GG.
You have swing rounds, right?
Koi need Barber on the team, but he's actually not their analyst. It's the analyst. You need the 6th player on the team. The coach doesn't play, so you're actually looking for Bambino. Now, the good thing about Bambino is if he's not good enough to play, you could sub in his twin, Big Time, from Global Esports, who's also an analyst, and maybe he'll do better. No one will be able to tell.
It'd be Go-Kid, I think.
Bambino Becky. Yes, the YouTuber from Wales, Bambino Becky. That's who I'm talking about.
Considering the tree, the two of them with 2 playing up through long.
That was exactly
closer.
Showtime.
They have options to play behind, but it's been smoked off here pretty quickly.
Sup, Sato?
Step forward. Tree is in their favor with 3 players pushing in. True trying to push in through main as well, so this is where we've got to see some good reactions out of Fnatic. See 3 players all rotating in through spawn at exactly the same time.
Okay, can they break the streak? Yes, this is it. Oh wait, they've only got pistols.
To bring it back on side. Site control is in favor of Koi. But so
where's the shot dart going? Oh, this one's gonna do damage. This one's gonna do damage.
Big chip down onto Kolda. Well, Chronicle's just farming up for
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they're not winning it. Never mind. It was, you know what? For a second, I started to believe again, and then it was gone.
Fnatic at 8 and 8. The alarm bells.
This was 8 and 0.
Ringing for Koi.
Just the one gun they had on Wolf in there. So Koi doing a good job to keep it close. Now Trex has the ultimate, and oh no, I don't like seeing that. The TP coming in and ruining everything. It's like you wake up day after Halloween.
It's like you're talking about another Riot game there.
See, I was making a toilet paper reference, but yeah, if you want to compare that to League of Legends,
it's such a versatile little acronym. I love it.
Teleport, you might be trying. We have that in this game too. An Omen TP.
We've seen the double TPs a couple of times today.
Yeah. Oh well, no, because Bind was banned. I'm keeping up though. I'm keeping up. Yeah, well done. All right. Do we see any monitors turned off? I'm gonna go to. Oh no, we lost a man.
Couple of times today.
We lost a man again. Fuck's sake.
There's there's just an empty chair. I don't actually know what the situation is.
He's actually gone. Okay.
Yeah. So
that is where he normally sits.
Yeah. That's a classic streamer moment where you just abandon mid-game. We'll see what exactly is going on. I hope he is doing all right.
It's not a medical thing, but we'll find out. And if we cannot debut, we shall.
Lucky to not have
Still,
a bye.
crazy game.
Fucking making a tweet. We'll see how it goes.
Bounce back for Fnatic. Feels like they've really built up that confidence here and are just ready to keep on pushing through for the 2-0 win.
I mean,
get me out of the tech pause. I need to fucking make a screenshot. There we go.
Not forgetting as well, they're also playing a second series this week as our Koi.
This is true. This is very true.
And
I believe they're playing tomorrow. Fnatic playing tomorrow, I believe. I forget. Back to back. I think Koi get a day off. I mean, but you know, there are smarter people that would know that.
Koi lose both of their games. They are.
Durka just wanted to go PP. Jedi Survivor made me want to get the Lego BD1. That's fair.
I'm gonna hold out some tentative hope.
That's the thing. They always do very well with like the little robots and making them like your favorite characters.
And you know they've only had like 2 real buys I think since. So benefit of the doubt is they've lost 2 real full buy rounds. And they've had some very close rounds, even going back to the pistol. Again, Wolfen was a machine. Like, what is this swing? Going in behind the one-way, the timing of it going down right at the last second. I actually missed that when it was live. But that was sort of the timing of the swing. It was in that last second of the duration. But Wolfen was doing such a good job. Fnatic's about characteristic mistakes. Now, of course, on defense, it's like much simpler for them. But they get in a position to sort of enable Wolfen around the map.
I mean, so much of it back in that first half. You mentioned it.
This is going to fucking work, but we'll see.
Not 3, maybe even 4 players just being gunned down without even taking a direct gunfight, just expected to get pushed from somewhere else, and before you know it, overwhelmed by the side of Koi. Has been a very different story in the second. I'm sure I'll have an update shortly as to what is going on, and we can get back underway.
But I promise it's not a monitor.
No.
I promise.
See, when you first were like, oh my god, I thought you were going to be like, oh no, 3 monitors have turned off. And I was going to be like, oh no.
Well, look, I was concerned, okay? Durka's making his way back to the stage. To a cheer from around the arena. We can play the video game now.
God.
Everyone's excited.
Mitch, man, they stopped buying Odin to see where, for fuck's sake.
We love video games.
An entire broadcast, an entire game.
Look, you just wanted the classic.
That was a good one, Tom. You know, I work hard on my memes. The thing is, it like,
nice of him to join us.
It fucking, it doesn't frame it properly. That's the annoying thing with it.
I'm gonna guess, and this takes us all the way back to the start. When I said TP, it could have been impactful. Anyways, there's no way of knowing. We'll have to ask.
You know, I work hard on my memes. That took me a whole 2 minutes to make. You can't really tell the meme looking at it from the outside.
We are back into
who do you talk to most? The tier 1 players or coaches? If you include analysts, I talk to Big Time and Bambino, the twins. I talk to them quite a bit. I talk to Salah.
In terms of the overall blocks being won in the rounds themselves. Killjoy available for Alpha Year as well.
Like at the actual events and stuff, like I'll have a chat with Twiston whenever I see him.
Towards the KO, which they have available too.
Alpha's been pretty solid on the cycles. Good for at least 1, a lot of times 2. For Fnatic, respect there.
Whenever I see Mini, I'll always have a chat with Mini. I like Mini a lot.
He tries to time the swing after the drone. Omen smoke goes down though, so he's going to be blocked off for the moment.
I do talk to you a lot, yeah.
Enable Wolf and get him up through mid. It's a market split. They know Alpha is
But you're not a tier 1 player or coach.
Trex is playing in main, so he's just going in with
unless you've been undercover this entire time.
Through 2 seconds later, it was just too late.
This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Dirk has started fucking them.
Potentially costing them the entire round, as Alpha Year will not be stopped.
Let this guy fall.
And he's giving up absolutely no ground. Finds a third for himself.
Your screen from Team Liquid. Oh, that's not good. I think I've shit talked quite a bit.
Mistake, the mistiming on the paranoia there cost Koi everything.
Yeah,
Ah, damn. Do you remember when Durka was
of course, yeah,
0 and 5? Do you remember that?
They're still swinging around the
What
corner
a
here.
time.
Wolfen going ballistic on that one. They also, like, it wasn't like he immediately went sprinting up. There was time to throw that one out.
It's not framed correctly. Thanks, Ice. I appreciate that.
To sort of cut off the players before they can get
I wish I could change the way it was fucking framed.
That was just poor, I believe, from Koi. Getting ahead of themselves, Wolfen not able to have the impact.
How many twins are there in the Valorant Pro scene? Well,
because he's going to have knives going into the next round.
You've
Shadows
got
as well, so
Bambino and Big Time.
Going to the next.
Please don't be another tech pause. Oh, okay, it's a timeout. You've got fucking Emil and Eric.
9 rounds down. That round was
I felt like there's other
After
twins.
the matches that we've seen at the other 8, maybe you can look at some of those and go, that's on Fnatic. They just played things better.
Technically, you've got
constant 1v1s, not quite
in management. Riot, there's a couple of twins.
For Koi to rectify moving forwards.
Yep.
Anna and Olesa.
Too,
Me and Durka, and well, technically that's quadruplets because it's me, Ryan, Durka, and Paperthin.
Is that what you call
No, it's you and Durka, me and Latex.
That was very gentle for a scolding.
Look, the thing is, you only have 60
Nah,
seconds.
you don't look Swedish,
you know.
enough.
It's really hard to get across like multiple points in a timeout. I got to actually, I mean...
No, it's more about how soft your scolding was.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I would, if this is...
Navira and Scream. Yeah, they were twins on them, came out 6 years later.
You just say you literally have to do it better. And I think it's the same setup. Coach literally just calls to run it back, but Util has to be here this time. Actually, it's slower. No Omen smoke.
And Sideshoot, yeah, sorry, I forgot. He's more of a distant cousin, you know?
Uncle Nobed.
This time around, they got a second player on pitch.
Damn.
They're actually moving a couple of players around here, potentially.
What?
The one,
Me and Sassy?
to get back to safety easily is the one holding on Pizza. So
He's a cousin twice removed. Sassy and Golden Boy.
A flash for Durka to peek into mid, and they just kill Wolfen. So the round is just cooked.
Yeah, you know, Navira was just chilling for a bit.
That rifle was not recovered in mid. I'm pretty sure Koi still had the 2.
Takes his time.
Changed their buy.
This is looking rough.
Could you actually imagine
Now
if they
they've lost their
fucking...
lurk as well. They've only got the 3 players
Ah,
out
I could even, like... It'd just be so depressing if this just goes fucking 13-8.
Durka's got him behind them, and they're just completely cleaning up once again.
But more than
Fnatic
likely.
will not be stopped. This will be their 10th round in a row.
This is actually unbelievable.
I
Like,
mean,
it's like they just turned on fuck mode. It's like, let's give them an 8-round deficit and see if we can turn it around.
They got tilted.
I don't know if
Jinx it. How do I jinx it? They won 10 rounds in a row.
Actually cleared it through. It was just a late swing. Yeah, like as the drone's going around the corner. It's like it's hard to fault Koi for playing there because they're
Honestly, I just want the next series.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah,
Durka
me
being
too.
Durka back online. Was absent for the first half largely, but now has made Wolfen really struggle to find anything in his openers.
What I will get to Fnatic was they exploded into mid there. They got the tree kill onto the lurking player, and then immediately 2 players, Durka and Chronicle, step down in towards mid and get that backstab set up looking for the 2v1s constantly. It was really good kind of in-the-moment decision-making that, as we can see, paid off spectacularly.
Triple holding a deep off.
Tens mobbed, Sassy Pancada Zekken. It's nice that they can literally...
avoid or take that wide angle if
that like fucking Sentinels can basically just tweet their roster for the week, and then that gets 2,500 likes in a second. Jesus Christ! Durka, while looking like Althea, is just destroying them.
Holding at the long range here, doesn't really care too much about the smokes either.
Damn,
How
Althea's
do they
top team.
constantly get the cameras wrong?
Once again, Koi have lost 2 players.
I think every once in a while it just freezes.
But are having to rotate away and try and do something else.
I mean, I think playing into mid here is overcooked to the extreme. I guess they're saying Starso could maybe ult into B if they were trying to go for it, but I think you just save.
It's so hard because they've had to retake ground they've already lost as well. They don't know if all this is necessarily clear, right? They've got to reclear this with 30 seconds on the clock. One player towards B, one towards A, one sat in mid.
He's actually going to get a plant off. No way, right? Okay, no, Fnatic haven't overbit yet. I thought for a second, but it's not convincing enough when you just throw like one piece of util.
I mean, he's going to save?
Yeah, it's a full save.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, at the end of the day, getting a plant off here does not matter, I don't think, because Fnatic are going to 11 regardless, right? You've lost this round.
Piccolo's a funny knock joke, but need somebody else to start it.
Then, potentially
Under no circumstances does somebody start that joke.
If anything,
Knock knock.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's the battle.
Oh, come on, you must have seen that coming.
Just the read. I mean, on both of those kills as well, the read through. Nice and easy.
But here we go. Like, Killjoy ult, if we're going to work into a site, you got to be working with the team. Shados was playing to
Who's there? Fuck
that
knows.
side aggression. Now he's with the team. Now, Alfie has ult for retake, but Coldement is going to use his to be able to destroy that. It's also possible for Koi to try to late play into
Fuck knows who.
walking down catwalk to break that one.
This isn't the funniest joke. This is just you making me feel awkward because I don't know what the joke setup was meant to be.
Surely this amount of noise has been noted by the side of Fnatic.
FBI, open
It's
up.
funny for me.
And
Nice.
Killjoy.
You're a dickhead.
Kind of committal towards the push. I don't know what's going to be. Still for now holding pretty passive. Expecting a swing, but none yet coming through from the side of Fnatic. Alpha here though, it's still here, this is the problem, it doesn't
Jesus
matter. He doesn't
Christ.
care about the fact that there's the kill.
They're just toying with him at this point.
They're still able to find the kill, and the team can now look to flood back in.
But there's a half second on the dart that would have revealed Durka. The timings are just slightly off of Koi, and it hurts.
That's the most
Now
Koi thing though, of just absolutely pounding for 8 rounds and then unable to get anything else going for them afterwards.
Fury comes through as well. Here comes Shados. Things looking up slightly for Koi. Into a 4 versus 4. Durka into the 1 versus 1, which Starkso wins out.
Just as I say that. Fuck's sake.
Huge play there.
Let's go! They didn't get fucked completely. Wait. Ryan jinxed them.
Now, good news is Alpha did not.
Maybe you had the caster curse all along. Why don't you put on the Fnatic jersey?
I can't find it. Well, I can find it. I just can't be bothered to get
If
it.
it ends up being a retake again from Fnatic, they're going to be much more ready
Wearing a
for that
t-shirt
back
with a
crunch,
turtle
because now
on
they know
and
that's
some
the
diva
only way Koi
shorts.
have of actually interrupting that ultimate. Here you go. You see the dart comes out. Wolfen, half a second, he's fine, but tries to capitalize on it immediately. Is punished.
It's been a couple of times he's got himself a little bit far ahead of the utility rather than the patience.
How many rounds in a
game.
row was that in the end then? 11?
11 rounds in a row, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to fault, you know, like the timing is so close, and then also, like, maybe there's an option, a world where he smoke dashes his way out, but he wants to save it. It's just a tough spot to be in. Now, Boaster, they are going to be aware of that, I believe.
I love this. On 2 different fronts, Fnatic have gone really aggressive in towards B main and A main. They've battled their way forward. It's forcing Koi back and forcing utility to come out just to retake some easy ground. They're getting slaughtered once again. A 5v2 for Fnatic.
If in doubt, just peek into them again.
Yeah, just die, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck it, bring on game 2.
This guy had 17 kills at the half. I think he has 19 now.
Yeah, this is the thing. I sort of said it. I think Wolfen was 17 and 3.
9 rounds. And
You can't keep that up. You can't keep that up. And it's not like I want to say this. This does not mean that them losing is his fault. It means that they should have used that momentum to build them into the game, and somebody else should have been able to perform. Like, going into the attack side, a Jet cannot be expected to do the same. It's just not possible.
I got really confused because I thought Alpha was in a 1v4 then. I was like, wait, he's playing Killjoy. Why is it on KO?
Saves a rifle on the site, under the site.
30 seconds
No one does that.
Why do I feel like Durka's just going to fucking randomly spam a shot and just headshot him?
Again, Fnatic aren't wanting for money. They don't mind if you go for a 1-for-1 here.
Trex, where you going?
Valorant is now a sneak detective game. We're trying to get out of dodge.
Go back. Go hide.
Don't look
No.
for a kill.
No.
He's well.
Finish him.
Actually doesn't matter.
They've got enough money for the next round anyway. Weapon and G.
Maybe he's trying to like charge up and get an ultimate on.
Yeah, they had a rough day. I don't like. It's one of those things where I think RRQ played very well. They lost some like silly rounds. Like there was that Elmi Moore 4K with the fucking pistol, which was just redonkulous. But I also think RRQ played very well. Like it's RRQ have done what they needed to. If their fate is in their own hands now. He didn't have his tournament-winning pants on, so it wasn't possible. Elmi Moore killed them more. Nice.
Because Durka was like 6 kills or something silly earlier on. I think at the 11th round. And now look at him.
Look, make no mistake. Like it is fun.
What a Fnatic fucking tweeted.
Any other agent, but Jet just gets
they had us in the first half. For fuck's sake.
The amount of aggressive plays you can do, the offing, whatnot. Here we go, split into the site.
Straight into
oh no!
He comes out. You see one of those nanoswarms on the back of it too. Durka's up there, had enough of the op, switches over to the ult instead.
Oh no, Shados just fell in mid to Chronicle as well.
No,
I got wall banged as well.
But no, Starks though, the last one left standing. 4 members.
He's got a shorty. He's running it in with a shorty.
But it's a Fnatic 2-0 as anticipated. A comfortable win.
Yo, a comfortable win, right? Down 0-8. Literally, they went 13-1 after that.
Since that point, that's it. After that point, they were fine.
Alright.
I mean,
fuck it, let's add the final slide to that fucking...
Yeah, I think Mini's not going to be thrilled with those first 8 rounds.
Oh, like, no.
There was some sauce all over the table. You know, it was just absolutely everywhere. The 7 different coffee cups Leo had spilled everywhere. That was actually the reason.
Durka went from bottom fragging to top fragging. That's Durka for you. Like, the man was 0-5 and he's like, oh, right.
Yeah.
Durka go kill.